Welcome back to another video here. And yeah, the Ravens won again. Second preseason game, 20-3 against the Carolina Panthers. And we're going to go over it. So if it's your first time stopping by, subscribe and click the bell to enable notifications. I do these every week after every Ravens game. And I'm going to have previews coming when the regular season is right around the corner. So stay tuned for that. And let's get right into it. So let's go over the stats here. Tyler Huntley was the only quarterback who really played. You got Kenji Barr coming in for victory formation, so that really doesn't count. Tyler Huntley had the entire game. And he didn't do bad. He was, again, very accurate. 24 out of 34 for 187 yards. Had a pick that was tipped. But to me, it's really his fault. He's going to blame himself for that. But, it's tipped. It's more luck. It's mainly luck than, anything out of it. But he had a very good day. Very good day for the second string quarterback. He's going to be second string. He's been proving it. I think at this point he's a lock. With how he played in the first two games. In the first game, jumped in in the second half, went completely off, led the offense to success there, and we won the game. And last night, I can say the offense has had a few good plays in the first half, but really wasn't good. So it was like week one, where it was offense bad, defense great. I'm going to talk about the defense later here. But offense was really good in the second half. I'm going to tell you guys that. The running backs, Nate McCreary and Tyson Williams, did very, very good. It's not looking good for Justice Hill. He hasn't played a whole lot. He's been a solid special teamer for us ever since he came to the Ravens, ever since he got drafted. But him as a running back, you would have expected him to take that RB3 role after us cutting Mark Ingram last offseason. But then you had Tyson Williams and Nate McCreary, who just came out of nowhere pretty much. I'm going to say they came out of nowhere. And they've been putting on a show in the first two games. I really like how Tyson Williams is very explosive. I said it last week. I'm going to say it again. I like how he was explosive. Dude. For Nate McCreary, I like him too. In the first game, he wasn't really all that, but last night he got more carries. He had 64 yards. But yeah, man, he was still really good. Receiving-wise, you had Josh Oliver, who had 7 catches for 50 yards. 7 catches for 50 yards. It looks like it's looking like Josh Oliver is going to be tight end 3. He's pretty much a lock the way I see it right now. He's been impressing in since the training camp. He's been pretty good. So he's most likely gonna be tight end 3 of the Ravens. I doubt we roll with 4 tight ends. So we're probably gonna have Eric Tomlinson and all these other tight ends we have. We have a lot of tight ends on the roster, by the way. We have a lot on the roster. They're probably gonna be either cut or practice squad for the season. Another guy who showed out here, you had Tylan Wallace, 2 for 36. He had 2 catches, but he showed what he can do. Both passes were outside. You had He had him actually do something pretty impressive with his catch. Yeah, I mean, with his yards after catch, he didn't look bad every time he got the ball. I mean, he only had 2 receptions, and he had like one that was dropped in the end zone. But I think Tylan Wall is. I mean, his spot is pretty much. It's pretty much good for the roster, but it's pretty much it. He flashed every time he got the ball. That's pretty much it. That's all I'm gonna say about him. After that, yeah, nothing special. For the play calling, I really liked how Greg Roman did. He had a good balance of run and pass, so that wasn't bad. I want to see him do that consistently during the season. And even when we're losing, because Greg Roman, the second we're trailing, he has that tendency of just changing the game plan, doing some dumb shit, being like desperate as shit, as if we still don't have time to come back in this game, and it's not something a good offensive coordinator does. So yeah, also for the past game, it kind of looks like it's been somebody did something for it to look better. I think we're not going to be the 30-second passing game anymore. Especially with Lamar, who's a pretty good passer. Especially outside the numbers. But that was pretty much it for the offense. The offense was bad in the first half. It clicked in the second half. It pretty much hit. But let's talk about the defense. Still amazing. Defense was amazing. That's pretty much what I have to say about it. One guy I really liked. I liked DESHON ELLIOT. He was very, very good every time he got in. I mean, he had 11 plays? 11 plays, and he had 1 sack and 4 TFLs or something like that, or that's 7 plays. I mean, he didn't even play 15 plays. That's the thing. So he's been really good. Just re-sign this man. Re-sign this man. Do not let him go. Please. But we have it's our backups and they're playing that good. So our defense is very, very deep. I think interior O-line it's pretty thin right now. It's the only position that's thin. But other than that, we have a lot of depth. LJ Fort, though. LJ Fort is out for season. So we're going to have to see how we replace him with. I hope we probably sign somebody like KJ Wright, maybe. He's still a free agent. Avery Williamson, he apparently he was bad with the Steelers last year, but yeah, we need to replace him, and I do not trust somebody like Christian Welsh. I do not trust him. He's not trustworthy. He's like a practice squad linebacker. We really haven't seen him. But yeah, the defense was amazing. I'm very excited for this defense during the season with our starters. It's going to be a top 5 defense whether people like it or not. It's going to be a top 5 defense. Another guy I liked. One guy, Dalen Hayes. He could end up being a steal for us. But he's not going to be starting a lot during the season because Calais Campbell's there. There's going to be Derek Wolfe as well. He's going to be there for rotation and shit like that. But if he continues like that, he may be a steal and get a starting role. He's a 5th round pick, by the way. And people would have looked at it as a reach even. But this guy, you would have expected slow development out of him, but he's been balling out. He's been balling out. For our defense, generally, everybody played well. Our secondaries, elite. I really like how our secondary plays. We really fixed that depth this offseason with drafting, and we didn't even sign anybody. We just drafted well. Darius Washington was an undrafted free agent. Bro, that's impressive, man. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video. Tell me what you think in the comments. And see you guys in the next one. Again, subscribe, click the like button, and tell me what you think. Tell me what you think about the Ravens so far, and how excited are you for Monday Night Football. Next week, we're going to be facing the football team, the Washington football team. And it's going to be another away game. We have 3 away games in a row because we had the Panthers. That was away. Next week, we're going to have Washington. That's away. But then Monday Night Football is going to be in Las Vegas. And then we're going to have the home opener on another primetime game. That's going to be against the Chiefs. So, yeah, man, we're going to have a long trip before coming back home. But, yeah, hope you enjoyed.